Wrestling represents one of the oldest forms of combat sport. The origins of wrestling go back around 15,000 years through cave drawings in France. Babylonian and Egyptian reliefs show wrestlers using various holds known in the present-day sport. Literary references to wrestling occur as early as the Old Testament, and the ancient Indian Vedas specify. In the book of Genesis, the patriarch Jacob is said to have wrestled with God or an angel. The Iliad, in which Homer recounts the Trojan War of the 13th or 12th century BC, also contains mentions of wrestling. Indian epics, Ramayana and Mahabharata, contain references to martial arts, including wrestling. In ancient Greece, wrestling occupied a prominent place in legend, literature, and philosophy. Wrestling competition, brutal in many aspects, served as the focal sport of the ancient Olympic Games. Ancient Romans borrowed heavily from Greek wrestling, but eliminated much of its brutality through implementing different rules. Wrestling is referenced throughout both ancient Greek and Roman literature. Many philosophers and leaders practiced wrestling and/or referenced the sport frequently in their works. First wrestling match. The oldest representations of wrestling date back 15,000 to 20,000 years ago, found in southern France. Cave paintings in the Bayangkongor province of Mongolia, dating back to Neolithic age of 7000 BC, show grappling of two naked men and surrounded by crowds. In the ancient Mesopotamia, forms of belt wrestling were popular from earliest times. A carving on a stone slab showing 3 pairs of wrestlers was dated to around 3000 BC. A cast bronze figurine, perhaps the base of a vase, has been found at Kafaji in Iraq that shows 2 figures in a wrestling hold that dates to around 2600 BC. The statue is one of the earliest depictions of sport and is housed in the National Museum of Iraq. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the next video you want to see.